Hello, today we're analyzing my round 2 games from the Black and White Invitational against Archivion. Right, so I'll try to make them short because I don't have 1 hour to, to yap about things. Alright, so when I saw this preview, I thought I was mega screwed because my team is, well, it's a Black and White 1 team for starters, which means Keldeo was not a consideration when it was built, and you can see it's kind of weak to Keldeo. I do have a Gastrodon, but it's actually specially defensive on this team, or rather it's mixed but mostly specially defensive. And also Reuniclus, who for some reason is not showing up here. Also Calm Mind Reuniclus, I can beat it by PP stalling it. I also have knock on Tangrowth, so it's doable but not that easy. So what happened this game? My objective was one to have toxic spikes up with Fortress and win with Gliscor basically because it's substitute and toxic. As for Reuniclus, well, I have to outplay it, which is doable. It's very hard. You need to get Tyranitar in and hope to miss to dodge Focus Blast because it's Scarf Tyranitar. Tyranitar is also not loading on my screen for some reason, but yeah. So I let Gastro. No real reason. The Yonko Spice just doesn't work, huh? You get a Lucky Freeze, and that means I go Heatran on Heatran to get rocks up. Bit greedy. Going T-Tar there would have probably been better. Unless it thawed and Focus Blasted, then I just instantly lost the game. So that's why I went Heatran. I wanted to get rocks up and then I'm not sure what would happen afterwards. I have Protect on Heatran and I'm special defensive, so I'm not particularly concerned as of now. But obviously I cannot kill Reuniclus. Not easily. Yeah, I Protect to scout for moves and items and stuff. Okay. Yeah, here I'm also kind of scouting. I'm Ice Move on Fortress, right? Yeah. Okay. Tangrowth, sure. Giga Drain. Okay, I got a nice knock on Scarfraci. Not that it matters. Some nice chip as well. Seed. I think I seed again. No, I knocked. Yeah, this was always happening. It's a bit annoying because now Escalade is harder to beat, but you know. I cannot really give up an item on anything else. I get a nice knock on Raymond, I see Life Orb, which tells me stuff. Tyranitar Sprite's still not loading. What if I do this? Oh, okay. Oh, alright, so if I watch from Evian side, I see the sprites. But if I go on my side, they just don't appear. Alright. Nice website, Zadel. Okay. I mean, not much is happening. Here I probably Hartanger. I still don't know that Landorus set. It might be Ice Move, which I mean will be standard even on a substitute set, or at least believable. So I go Fortress to scout for it. Okay, I see an opportunity to get Toxic twice. Yeah. Alright. I'm 310 speed on Gliscor, so this max speed Rachi, it has 0 bulk. That's an interesting thing to consider. I think I toxic there. No, I did not. Okay, I basically kill Lando with this toxic. Very nice. Oh, it is ice. Okay, so Lando was a big threat for me, and I almost neutralized it with this toxic. It can still get a kill or two on my team. Fortresses can flow, but at least it will only kill one, and then I can revenge kill with Titar. So that's nice. Reuniclus is frozen, so from here my Glasgow is pretty threatening. Excadrill, yeah, Excadrill will take a lot of damage from Earthquake. Reuniclus is kind of low, Titar as well, but my opponent Healing Wishes is Reuniclus. I think that's a good choice. And now I start the scouting. 58. I protect, I believe. Focus Blast again. Focus Blast my Gastro. So at this point, I'm surprised my opponent hasn't clicked Command yet, right? And there's a reason he didn't. And the reason is will be discovered this turn. Yep. It was T-Wave, Focus Blast, Psychic, and, well, I assume Recover. Nice set, but kind of useless into my team. I have Itran and Gastro and Gliscor, so it's, yeah. So here I'm trying to P-Pistol a bit. Ouch. Okay, I go Itran, just P-Pistoling a bit, just playing around a bit with the Reun, got rocks up. So on Fortress, the idea was I scout the set. If it spins, I'm okay with this. I get a Rocky Helmet. If he Airquakes, which definitely shouldn't, then I'm fine. And then my opponent reveals that it's not Leftovers, but it's Source Dance. And this is a kind of big problem for me, because I have to... yeah, I go Tangrowth, but I mean, I'm like an Iron Flinch away from losing. And here's the thing, when I saw no lefties, I realized it was likely like Shuka Berry, right? Which makes sense because he has gravity as well, and he has no real ground resist aside from Landorus. So yeah, I have to do this stuff, which is not great. And here, my plan is to P-Pistol this guy, because my Gliscor, I think it dies. I'm faster anyway, so I lose nothing by doing this. So yeah, there's not much to see. I sub 3 times in a row, I get a sub here, pretty nice. Sadly, my guy is walled by Reuniclus, so I'm just using Reun to recover a bit. Right, he only has 2 more Focus Blasts. Do I let this guy get paralyzed? Psychic, Psychic. A Plume. Okay, there's nothing is happening. I'm basically pistoling the Reun. Okay, I let him kill me. I crunch. Keldeo is unrevealed. I got Tangrowth. Maybe you could make a case for me to go in Gastro, but... Okay, Titar. I think I crunched. No, maybe I just clicked Superpower. No, I crunched. Oh, right, because I calculated and it's past Keldeo. I considered clicking Pursuit, but if I pursue it, then I don't do enough damage to Excadrill the next turn to put it in range of my Gliscor's Earthquake. I'm still assuming it's Shuka Berry. I mean, at this point, it has to be, right? He stayed in on my Gliscor several turns in a row, so... And I crunch. Nice damage on everything. I'm faster than Lando, but I don't... Okay, so I didn't crunch, because if I crunch and kill Lando, then Excadrill or Keldeo come in and I lose another Mon. And I have no play if I do this, it's a bit better. Okay, I protect, crunch, earthquake 58, and my glass corrects crit, and here I lose. If I didn't get crit, I could have won, I think, with T-Tar plus Gliscor. Yeah, I think I won without this crit. It depends on how much damage my guy will take from T-Tar. Since crit killed, it was maybe banned, so it would still do nice damage, but I think I won without the crit. Oh well, you know, play stall 70 turns. And here I'm like, please crit, and then I can win. But no, I couldn't win even with a crit here. So yeah, Mons is Mons. Play stall, get crit. Play offense, get crit. Play anything, miss and lose. You know, it's life. Alright, for game 2, I decided to bring something more spicy because I don't know, I just felt like it. And so I loaded this team that I actually quite like. It's defensive Starmie, Band Weavile, Zone is I think Choppleberry. Cress is Rocky Helmet, Sunny Day, T-Wave. Rachi is Seltrock Protect, Ice Punch, Ironhead. And it's substitute Dragoness, Dragonite. I really like this team, at least conceptually. Now, is it good? Kind of. It's okay. So I list Starmie beats basically everything except... I'm Surf and not Scald because I don't want to burn things that I want to paralyze. That's how desperate I am. Alright, I get off a very nice T-Wave on D-Knight. And then I go Rachi, got a lucky para, get rocks up. I could have just clicked Ironhead, right? Instead of Ice Punch. I don't think it matters because, I mean, my next I have to go Cress anyway and click. No, wait, no, I got Dragonite, right? Because this is Band Knight. It did too much damage. So I'm like, sweet, free Dragon Dance. Even if it's Scarf Chomp, I survive because I'm max HPs. And if it's Scarf Chomp, then I'm fine with it. Because then, yeah, I don't know. Actually, if it's Scarf Chomp and I stay in, I probably lose. Because there's no way I can beat Omastar. But Politoed was no leftover, so there's a good chance it was that guy's the Scarf. He also had three very strong priorities. And a Shell Smash Omastar, right? So I was like, I'm not convinced this guy has a Scarf Chomp. That would be extreme overkill. I think it's Scarf Politoed, if not Specs. But I don't think you run a Scarf Chomp on this team, right? That would be very weird. You have Choice Band D-Knight with extreme speed, you have Bullet Punch, and you have Sucker Punch from Toxic Rock. So I decided simply to attack, because sometimes your best play is to just stay in and click the super effective move. Right? And I think my opponent went for a weird play here. I mean, he doesn't know that I don't have a move to hit Scissor, but he went Omastar, which makes sense, right? I reveal Dragon Claw, so I don't have Outrage, so Omastar would survive +1 Declaw. And he could also outplay me. Say I Declaw on the Shell Smash, then my Dragon will simply die. But I still think this was a bit of a weird play. Well, what does this tell me? it tells me that this Politoed has 0 bulk, right? Because else it will leave, and that the Scizor is probably also not capable of damaging me in a meaningful way. So here's what I did. I click substitute. If my opponent Ice Beams, okay, cool. If my opponent clicks Shell Smash though, it goes to -1 defense. Okay, this was a bit weird, I think, because now I can DD, and I will be faster than +2 Almastar, and I'm behind substitute. So that's just what happened. And then I kill it, right? It's a -1 defense, and then go to +2, and it's die. I think now my opponent goes... Well, Toxic Rock dies, so does Dragonite, so you're kind of forced to go Scizor. I think I just attack. And it's not Life Force Scizor, which is kind of annoying. I go Mag. I'm Chople, so I will leave. But yeah, Mag is nice because it basically kills anything that comes in. And I'm Chople Berry. Okay, Sunny Day, just in case. I think I die here. Yeah, it's Life Orb, I believe. I'm Psychic Crest, so this is actually unwinnable for my opponent from here. Yeah, I'm also Rocky Helmet on Crest, so I just click Sunny Day on the Toxic Rock and go stun me whenever, and click T-Wave on whatever. Completely pointless recover, but you know. Oh yeah, it was Scarpolito, by the way. As you can see, it was faster than my Starmie, though my Starmie is quite slow. But it is faster, no? Politoed. Okay, go Crest. I believe I click Sunny Day first. Ah no, I just click Psychic. Maybe clicking Sunny Day would have been better, because it will... I mean, you never know. It could have gotten a crit on me, that's true, but whatever. Yeah, I should have clicked Sunny Day probably on the Toxic Rock with Cress. And I won. Nice. Go me. Alright, this game. I wept when I saw this preview, because I'm Skarmory against Xatu. But then I realized, oh, my Mongoose looks pretty good actually, so maybe we can get something going with it. And then what ended up happening is that I tossed my Mongoose into the bin turn 2, and so yeah, the game suddenly got really hard. Yeah, I just click Stun Spore turn 1. Even if Xatu comes in, I don't care. Like, just click moves, man. Surge Bomb didn't get a poison, and yeah, I should just not have stayed in. Yeah, I missed Transport, but whatever, right? It's just... It's Bandatar, by the way. You turn, go Skarm, then I Whirlwind, because I don't want to... Yeah. You may think that this was a nice pool, but not really. My Titar is slow and weak. It's old, boring Chopoltar, and yeah, I do 30%. And right, I Fire Blast because I don't want to get Rocky Helmet, right? And I don't know, my opponent has an Alomomola, so it doesn't really matter. But Fire Blast can burn. That's it, really. It's just a better move into everything. Purely because of burn chance and no Rocky Helmet. That's it. That's why I clicked it. And look, I did some damage to Excadrill, so it's fancy because it Took a million damage. Okay, Golando. I believe I clicked. Ooh, I got them up. Nice. Return. Maybe Keldo. No, Keldo is fine because I'm specs grass. So I could win in the long run with just specs call. I don't even have Skull, I have Surf. That's unfortunate. But yeah, if it's called, maybe keeping the specs was better. Because there's a way for me to push through the Celebi with these remaining bombs. But with Surf, I'd rather not be choice locked. Because I don't want to HP Grass blindly into a Protect Alomomola into Celebi. And I learned an important lesson this turn. That Keldeo fucking sucks. That's it. That's the lesson. And I'm Surf. It's extremely sad. Yeah, I'm especially defensive land. Okay, so at this point I'm kind of panicking. Not really panicking, but I'm not entirely sure of how I actually kill things. Especially the big fish. But I have U-turn and spikes, and yes, no real switching into this. So I'm still in a decent spot here, I think. I just need to get more spikes up. Okay, so my opponent sacrifices Xatu. Nice. And I went Zam because I have Focus Blast, and yes, no real play. Okay, here might be the weirdest thing. I mean, I stay in because I want to kill the Ditto, and I don't want to lose Keldeo, and I'm not. You could make a case that I could just sacrifice Keldeo, or rather just go Keldeo, and then, well, I will leave because I click Signal, but I don't know. I wanted to get rid of it, and my Titar is already chipped by the interaction with Xatu, so I cannot hard it on Signal Beam. Yeah, here I'm just attacking Almola. Okay. Yeah, Keldeo. I believe I doubled here. Oh, no. There's no big need to, really. I can just go land on the Celebi every time, because I'm special defensive, so Psychic will do 20. Problem is that there's an Alomomola there. Okay, you turn to Keldeo. Secret Sword, sure. So from here, my plan, I have Taunt on Skarmory, so I kind of can get something going. But here, I should just crunch. I crunched, right? I sure hope I crunched. Oh. Okay, double to catch the Celebi. I still not sure. Yeah, Protect was the right play by my opponent, because it's one more round of Sand, which, yeah. My Kelly is kind of low. My Skarmory is kind of low. My Landorus is kind of low as well. Yeah, I believe I Airquaked here. And I did 26%, which is very sad. And I think at this point I go Skarmory, get spikes up. Oof. Okay. I just get them all up and P-Pistol a bit. Ok, e ton della nuvola. Spikes. Maybe this was the mistake. Should have just roosted again, probably. Yeah, probably should just kept doing that. Kind of rushed a little bit here. And yeah, go land because I tanked two psychics and I simply click your turn. I mean, at this point I need a crit to kill Alomomola, no matter what, even with all the others up. Yeah, I'm mega lost at this point. I cannot kill the stupid fish. Man, I just need a crit here. And I did not get it. I rushed a bit with Skarmory. That was the big problem. And also, obviously, the Among Us at the start. That was a whoopsie daisy, I would say. But yeah, still a fun series. Games felt pretty balanced. So yeah, good opponent, good games. Hopefully next round we go better. Well, spoilers, it did go better. I'm recording this after round 3 already. I already played for round 3, and so yeah, I guess you'll see my epic victory soon enough. But yeah, see you next time.